This book was made into a movie called Spy Hunt. The movie has a totally different culprit from the book, because that's what they do when making movies.
Argo Funk Book Review. Argo Funk Book Review.
Roger Quain is in Italy. He was sent to fetch a pair of panthers for his uncle's zoo. Quain doesn't want to admit it, but he took the job because he's attracted to dangerous and unexpected things. That's good, because he is quickly thrown into spy drama. A low-level British spy named Catherine Talbot was doing a routine trade-off when her contact was murdered. Now she has two microfilms about atomic power, and she needs them smuggled out of the country before she's killed next. When Quain sees the corpse, he realizes Catherine is telling the truth about being a spy. He agrees to help. Her plan is to sew the films into the collar of the male panther, because there is no way a customs agent is gonna search a panther cage. They talk about death briefly. Quain is glad to catch a glimpse of the real person beneath Catherine's cold exterior. Why is she so cold? Her beloved Alan died 3 years ago, and she never recovered from the heartbreak. The enemy spy purposely crashes Quain's train. The Panthers escape into a forest in Switzerland, and a large hunting group is organized to kill them. The hunt is headquartered at a hotel, so our heroes need to capture the Panthers and get the films before anyone else does, while figuring out which one of the various guests is the enemy spy. The guests are Christopher Denson, an American journalist who has a crush on Catherine. Back off, Christopher, she's not your love interest. Kurt Koppelnanzer, a boisterous man who's obsessed with hunting. Carlotta, a stupid woman who's watched by her weary guardian, Valechi. He tries and fails to stop her from flirting with Koppelnanzer. Stefan Peridou, an artist who knows far more than he should about everyone else. He claims he's just observant. They go hunting every day, but on the few occasions they see the male panther, something always seems to mess it up, like Koppelnanzer's dog gets in the way, or the panther goes in the wrong direction. Once, the panther shows up at the hotel at night when Quain is walking around unarmed. Now it's just taunting him. Valechi performs magic tricks for everyone, and Catherine is annoyed at Christopher's idle chatter. Quain and Catherine go for a moonlight stroll together. Even though the panther wanders the hotel grounds at night, that's super dangerous, I would stay inside. They watch the moon. Catherine tells Quain about her history with Alan. Quain realizes she wants to love again, to feel again. Can he crack open her icy exterior? Does he love her back? They hunt together. He admires her beauty and fantasizes about touching her young body. That is a creepy way of putting it, but it's accurate. He's about 10 years older than her at age 37, and ew, I don't like this romantic pairing anymore. I also don't like how the book talks about her breasts here, which is a trashy way to jumpstart a romantic moment. It doesn't fit in with the rest of the book, where the focus is always on the characters' emotions, not their physical appearance. I couldn't even tell you what Quain looks like. They find the female panther inside a hut. She just gave birth to cubs. Quain bravely goes up to the hut and shuts the door, trapping them inside. Quain and Catherine rejoice and kiss passionately, equally eager for each other. He realizes he loves her, but she claims the kiss was momentary madness. She says it's over and refuses to talk about it again. But in private, she weeps uncontrollably. The female and cubs are easily moved to a cage. Quain tries to keep guard over them, but the spy knocks him out and kills the panther. Now the spy knows for sure that the films are in the male's collar. The hotel owner convinces Quain to give Catherine her space, but keep trying with her. Thanks for the romantic advice. I hope he doesn't charge extra for that. Eventually, Quain kills the panther. He retrieves the collar, and Koppelnanzer reveals himself as the enemy spy when he tries to murder Quain. There's a violent fight to the death where Quain is stabbed. Peridou reveals he's also a spy. Kind of. The secret Swiss police sent him to recover the microfilms. He tries many times, but he never finds them because Quain hid them inside his stab wound. Ouch! Oh, that sounds painful. On the train ride to Paris, Catherine and Quain kiss passionately and happily, safe at last. The end. Post-book follow-up. This was a pretty good book. It kind of reminds me of an Agatha Christie novel with a bunch of 1940s European strangers brought together by chance. Our heroes try to figure out which one is the culprit, and there's a twist ending where a fourth spy is discovered. All the other characters were random innocents, I suppose. Quain gets the microfilm into the Panther's collar by feeding it meat filled with knockout pills. I was confused why he didn't try this a second time, since he has more knockout pills, and he knows the general area where the Panther is. He could have left drugged meat out in the open for the Panther to eat. That seems far easier than the multiple hunting parties that accomplish nothing. The book regularly has 5-page segments of the male panther in the woods. That was an interesting choice. The author dabbles in literary aspirations. Hunting is a major theme, and there are clear parallels between the danger of hunting a wild panther and hunting the unknown enemy spy. The most literary chapter was also my least favorite chapter, Chapter 4. Before going to the hotel, Quain has to get approval from Dr. Sergius, a doctor who runs a mental institution. Sergius spends about 20 pages psychoanalyzing Quain, talking about human nature, anxiety, and fear, and delirium. This segment was long and irrelevant, and I could not wait for it to end so we could get back to the cool spy drama. I don't want random philosophical musings. Overall, it's a decent suspense novel that kept my interest. It's by far the best of the 3 romance novels I've read so far. I wouldn't classify it as a romance novel, but the romance scenes were decent enough that I was rooting for the two of them to get together in the end. It's nice how they both helped each other get over their respective emotional issues. I give Harlequin Romance number 41, Panther's Moon, a 9 out of 10.